Hi, Sagittarius. Welcome to Aries season. You get to enjoy the benefits of the fire sign season because you're a fire sign. As we move forward very quickly into this Aries season with lots of planetary changes going on, so let's find out what crystal is going to be the most beneficial for you for the next couple weeks, because we're going to have a lot of energy going on, and whatever crystal comes into your awareness is going to be something that is going to benefit you. So if you don't have that particular crystal, perhaps you could do a little research on it, maybe search it out, or if you know someone that has it, and just kind of connect with it for a few minutes, and then you can really possibly understand what it might be able to help you in some beneficial way. So have a great Aries season. Peace and love to you. Clear quartz. Clear quartz is your tool to use for your clear alignment and your clear path. If quartz has come to you today, your ability to be able to see your future and to clear your pathways is now being set. The clear quartz is an excellent clearing crystal. It's an excellent amplifier. It charges the other crystals. It is a definite must to have in your crystal collection. The thing about the clear quartz is it's all about the embodiment of light. In fact, I think, yes, this card at the liquid from the liquid crystal deck, it actually it's titled Light Embodiment, because the clear quartz has such an ability to capture all of the light from around it. So if you just picture any crystal and you're holding a crystal and you look at it and there's just like one little part that you can see that's all shiny, it's because that's the part of the crystal that is allowing the light in. The clear quartz allows the light in from all directions. And you can even see here at this crystal at the top of the card here, that's actually capturing light from all around, and you can see all the rainbow inclusions just from capturing the daylight from taking that picture. So it's all about capturing as much light as possible, holding that light, and then amplifying it. So when quartz comes to you in your awareness, it's basically wanting to help you with some clarity and some clarification and kind of setting the clear path moving forward. So it's a way for the clear quartz to be able, since it's light embodiment and it has all this light in it, it wants to bring it into physical form, and it wants to help you bring that into physical form. So when you have a lot of crystal on you and you're wearing it and everything, you're trying to capture as much light as possible so you can see that clarity of the vision of your life for everything. It's a perfect crystal to have with you when you're trying to set goals, especially like around New Year's, things where you really have strong goals that you're setting. It's an excellent tool to keep on you because it can help you with that clarity. And a lot of times when we have goals, we get confused because we get overwhelmed. There's so many things that we want to do in order to accomplish our goal. The clear quartz kind of gives you that clarity to be able to move forward with those goals and get in true alignment of your path and a true clear alignment of for your future even. And it has such a sharp clarity to it that, it's almost like it can uplift you via the light. So let's say you're not feeling too good spirited. The quartz it's kind of like, oh, it's okay, I got your back. I'll go ahead and capture as much light as possible, and I'll keep it for both of us until you can uplift yourself through your light. And so it's kind of like if you take a clear quartz any nice, beautiful chunk of clear quartz. And let's say you have, well, you can look at this either as a physical, spiritual, or mental. So I'll let you decide how you want to do it. But you have this chunk of clear quartz, right? Which you should have if you're into crystals at all. It probably should be your first crystal you get. It wouldn't be the one that I would say is a must have, but it's great to work with. It's your, I have a lot of clear quartz. I don't really work with them as much as I use them as my charging crystals and my amplifiers. But if you're just starting out working with crystals, it's a beautiful crystal to start working with because you can really feel the effects and see the effects of what the crystal and your relationship is with the crystal. You can almost immediately see how it can be your friend. But anyway, so back to this. You take this chunk, and you take this beautiful chunk of crystal quartz, and it's like putting a magnifying glass and a mirror at the same time to a specific area. So, and we can do this in an example. So let's say it's a physical. So let's say you have a pain in your arm and you just can't figure it out, and you're just trying to figure all this out. You take this crystal quartz, you put this right on the pain of the arm. This crystal is going to help you. It's like a magnifying glass and a mirror, right? So it's going to magnify what's going on in there. So let's say you have a hurt tendon or something. It's going to tell you like a tore tendon or something. This clear quartz crystal can tell you exactly something like that. Okay, so now you're listening to your intuition and you're saying, okay, I feel like it might be a tendon issue. Well, then here's the mirror that comes at you. And the mirror says, I think it's a tendon issue, and it's because you're doing this. Do you see where I'm coming from with that? So it's a magnifying glass and a mirror. It's like, yeah, you keep doing the same thing. You keep pulling the weeds the same way, and you keep pulling a tendon. So do you see how it like can give you such clarity? So here's on a mental aspect. You can use the clear quartz. So let's say you are having a lot of stress at work, and this stress is kind of causing havoc in the way that your work performance, and you're having a hard time getting your thoughts across and communicating what needs to be done to your team, right? So something on those lines. So now you have your clear quartz and your chunk of clear quartz, and you're going to meditate with it, and you're going to go, oh, I'm just, I really want to have some clarity on these issues I'm having at work. I'm trying to get through this, but I can't communicate clearly, and I'm just having a lot of, okay, well, here comes the clear quartz. It's a magnifying glass and a mirror. So it says, well, yeah, here's where you'll receive your information in your meditation. You'll think, okay, well, here's the magnifying glass. You're overworked. You have too much on your plate. So the magnifying glass says, of course you can't filter through all of this because you have too much going on. You have to kind of swim through it to get to it. So there's your magnifying glass. It just showed you what it is. Now it's also a mirror, and it says you're overworked because you keep taking on projects at work and not being able to say no and not being able to ask for help. And so therefore you have this issue. See how it has brought this clarity? It's all about bringing the clarity to its surface. And by showing you the light, showing you all the different angles, just like in this crystal here that has the rainbow inclusion. It's taking the light from everywhere and it's showing you something. So if you wanted to look at it from a spiritual point of view, you have your beautiful crystal quartz, your beautiful chunk of crystal quartz, and You're wanting to figure some things out on a spiritual level, and what is the next step for you spiritually, and can you even move forward, because you feel like you have all this other things that you haven't even worked out yet. So, where are you at on a balanced spiritual level? Well, here comes the crystal quartz as the magnifying glass in the mirror. And it's like, yeah, here's the magnifying glass showing your specific area that you're worrying too much about. And then here's the mirror that says, this is why it's this way. And it always comes back to ourselves. It always comes back to ourselves. What decisions have we made? What have we allowed to happen? How have we not manipulated our environment to make it beneficial to us? How can we manipulate our environment to make it more beneficial to us? And it's all about controlling and manipulating the energy around you. And I don't mean manipulate in a manipulation type of way. I mean manipulate like you can mold it in any way that you want. So that being said, this clear quartz is the perfect tool to use for helping you see your clear path ahead, helping you clear out what needs to be cleared out so you can move forward with your path ahead. It can help with all your physical blocks, even things such as like a urinary or your nervous system, things where your body gets blocked sometimes. It's a perfect for that. It helps with the alignment. And that mirror helps with that self-reflection. And that self-reflection then helps us, become more self-accepting. And when we can become more self-accepting, we can then be more accepting of other people. And when we can be more accepting of other people, we can allow more love in the world, right? Isn't that what it's all about? So having this clear quartz to help you with your new beginning and your new goals, and being able to realize with your self-acceptance, you can be able to make it through these goals, and you can basically obtain anything you want to obtain, because it gives you such a sense of clarity. And it's amplified. It's such an amplifier. If you love to pair crystals, this is the perfect crystal to pair with any of your crystals. I would even say you could pair this with moldavite, which I would never suggest really pairing anything with moldavite except maybe rose quartz. But clear quartz, definitely. The only thing I would kind of mention about that, if you are going to pair it with moldavite, is quartz is an amplifier. So you just, be a little more on the cautious side of what your intentions are when you're pairing your crystals. But if you're really just wanting a lot more love in your life and a lot more deep love in your life, go ahead and pair it with a garnet. I mean, that would just be awesome. Just pair a clear quartz with a garnet, or even like you could do like a black tourmaline, and that would be even more if you're feeling more on a very grounding level. You just want to feel like it's time for some grounding. Grab some clear quartz and black tourmaline, and that will supercharge it. So, as I try to mention in every video, I don't always succeed, but I try to mention that with any crystal, I always like to mention the plant that is associated with the mineral. So the plant that's associated with the clear quartz is the jasmine. So that's another thing that might resonate with you on this day. Regardless, clear quartz has come to you for a clear new beginning and a clear path, and to help you with any blockages that you might have in that area, and to go ahead and be your goal tool to move forward with clear alignment and help with that path and give you that sharp clarity. So if it's come to you today, please, even if you don't have clear quartz, please try to buy a piece today. They're very reasonably priced, and they're just a beautiful little piece to always have with you to remind you of how we need to be a lot more self-accepting and self-loving, because the more that we can accept ourselves, the more we can accept others, and the more we can accept others, the more love there is. So peace and love to you. Thank you so much.